please help me welcome to the stage one of the funniest human beings, Rob Bebenek!
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. That was That's how you want to start, hearing somebody's drink order. That's how you start your recording. We got tequila sunrise, and now I'll do some fucking jokes. Guys, thanks for coming out. Yeah. Some of you guys probably know that I tried to do this last year, and I couldn't. I had to cancel, reschedule. I couldn't walk at the time. I know you guys saw me walk out here, and you're like, that guy's a fucking good walker. And you're right. I nailed it. Perfect gait. Straight to the mic. No stumbles. That was good. And it's because I did walk. I walked for most of my life. Now, there was a period where I could not, and now I can again. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, and some of you guys are like, just get to the fucking point why you couldn't walk. If you're wondering, I ruptured my hamstring last year. Yeah, I do not recommend that for anyone. Don't rupture your hand. If you don't know what that means, it's my muscle, the tendon that holds my hamstring muscle to my leg, one day just fucked off. Like it was like no, not anymore. So it popped out and then coiled up into the back of my leg. Yeah, I do not recommend it. It's also known as a torn hamstring, all right? I say ruptured, for one, because it sounds cooler. But also, when you tell someone that you tore your hamstring, for some reason that invites people who have pulled their hamstring to try and make some sort of connection with you as if you've experienced similar traumas. It's always the same sounding idiot. It's always just, oh yeah, no. Fuck, yeah, no, I pulled mine too, and no, it was brutal. I couldn't run for like a month. It was awful, and I'm like, yeah, that sounds pretty bad. I couldn't use a toilet for 4 months, but they don't tell you that, by the way. When you get hamstring surgery, they don't say, hey man, we're gonna put your leg back together, but also pooping is off the menu for the foreseeable future. And you don't think that either. You're just excited. You're just like, way to go, Canadian healthcare system. I'm getting my leg put back together for free. This is the best. And then the day after surgery, I should also tell you what they do for the surgery. So what they do is they cut below your butt, like across, and then all the way down your leg. Like it's a huge incision. And then they drill a hole into the base of the pelvis, and they put a plug in the hole, and then the plug's got a little claw on it, and the claw holds the tendon on the bone, and your body heals it back, right? And so that you don't, yeah, no. Way to go, human body! But so that you don't rip it out, they have to strap your ankle to your waist, right? So you're stuck like this, so you don't go voot and rip the thing out. And they also, when they don't stitch you shut. It's 28 staples, right? They're just like, just fucking close it. Like they don't, there's no feeling back there, so they don't care. They're just like, it doesn't matter. And so the day after surgery, when one drops in and you're laying on the couch, you're like, oh no. This isn't gonna be good. And you crutch your way to the bathroom, right? And then you look at the toilet and you're like, well, this used to be a relaxing experience. And you can't sit, right? You can't sit because this thing's cut to absolute hell. So I had to get a Brazilian butt lift pad. And if you guys don't know what that is, congratulations, you're not a fucking idiot. But for those of you who don't know, it's a pad that goes across the toilet so that people with Brazilian butt lifts can sit properly. Because now, if you get one of those, your butt starts in the center of your back, and it goes straight out and hooks back in. And so you can't sit on a seat like a normal person because there's nothing here. Your little leggies just dangle, right? And I sincerely hope whenever anyone sits on that, they're just like, I fucked up, didn't I? But that's not where I put mine. I had to put mine on the one side so that I could sit on it with my good ass and then keep this side off the toilet seat. And I don't know what kind of core strength you guys are working with, but I couldn't just sit and then flex my abs and hold it there. Like I had to wedge my crutch into the bathroom door and then hold this side up. And I don't know how many people here have ever tried to flex every single muscle in your body while simultaneously relaxing your anus. But it can't be done. 4 days. 4 days, and I pushed out a softball, and immediately it was like, I didn't appreciate the previous 3 days nearly enough. I'm sure your hamstring pull was just as daunting. Had my first MRI too. Has anybody had an MRI before? Yeah, a few of you. You guys are going to see why I'm an idiot before the rest of the crowd does, so just keep it to yourself. We'll all get there in the end together. But I went to the hospital for my MRI, and I try to be accommodating, right? Especially when I go to the hospital, right? Healthcare workers, they're overworked and underpaid. I was like, I'm gonna be as accommodating as possible. So this is how I did it. I wore the 2-in-1 shorts to the hospital. Nice. Yeah. Because in my head, like, it's the built-in underwear shorts. It's like a bathing suit you can wear all the time. Like, it's a single unit for if you don't know what I'm... Because in my head, I was like, then I can just, like, pull up the shorts and underwear at the same time and be like, there's the butt that you seek, right? Like, I thought... Like, I didn't say I was saving healthcare. I just was trying to help a little. So I went up to the... I almost called her a cashier. I went up to reception and I was like, hi, I'm Rob Bebenek. I'm here for my MRI. And she's like, all right, Mr. Bebenek, just head on into the change rooms there, change into your robe, take everything off, leave your underwear on. I was like, all right, well, the thing about that is I wore the 2-in-1 shorts today. I can't separate them. It's just single. I was trying to help you guys out. And she's like, you got to take those off. And I was like, fine, not a big deal, right? I'm an adult. It's not a big deal, right? But also I've been told to leave my underwear on. So I have to tell someone, right? I can't just show up in the MRI and be like, yeah, you can't tell me what to do. Like, I gotta tell someone, but I don't know who to tell. I can't just flag down a random hospital worker and be like, oh, I don't have anything on it. Like, I don't know who to tell. Right? So I'm talking to the image tech and we're going through the intake form. And if you've ever done one, it's like a whole bunch of questions. It's like, you know, do you have any metal in your body? No. Have you had an MRI before? No. We go through all these questions. We get to the bottom and she's like, do you have any questions? And I'm like, I don't have any questions. But I wore the 2-in-1 shorts today. And the cashier said I'm not allowed to wear these. So I had to remove those. And I'm trying to say it without saying it because in my head it sounds creepy, right? But she's not picking it up. So eventually I have to be like, what I'm trying to say is that I am naked under my robe. And she looked at me with an expression that I can only describe as if fear and disgust had a baby. She just looked at me like, okay. And I was like, oh, I've told the wrong person. I'll tell someone on the MRI team. And I don't know why I thought there would be a team. It's hard to get an MRI. It's expensive. I thought at least 3 people, right? I thought the person who puts you into the tube, the button pusher, and the note keeper. I thought at least 3. No. It's just me and her alone in the basement of the hospital. And guess what? You don't have to take your robe off for an MRI. So from her perspective, I'm just some asshole who's like, hey, just so you know, underneath this, just one soft little pecker for your eyes only. And they're not quick. It's not like an x-ray where it's like, boop, boop, you're done. No, MRIs are like 25 minutes long. That means I sat in a tube for 25 minutes having an inner struggle, being like, you gotta tell her. You gotta explain why you said those things. And then a way smarter part of my brain is just like, shut up and grab your things and leave. She's been through enough, all right? She's already gonna go home and be like, some pervert tried to show me his dick again today. I'm sure your hamstring pull was just as bad. I got fat after surgery too. Who'd have thought that getting high on a couch for 6 months, you'd put on a few. But I got big. I had to lose the weight. I lost 30 pounds. Yeah. But it sucked because I had to go back to the gym, and I don't like the gym, okay? And I don't like people that like the gym. You know who I'm talking about? The people who love the gym? They're like, oh, I fucking love that. Oh, my day doesn't start till I go to the gym. I got my endorphins going. It's the best. I love that. Oh. Like that counts as a personality? I don't like the gym because it's a chore, right? I hate the gym. I'm the guy who goes to the gym and I like lift a little bit and I'm like, can I go now? And there's somebody's like, you're only cheating yourself. And you're like, get fucked. Like, I don't like seeing people enjoying themselves while I'm doing my chores, right? Like I don't like doing this and looking over and seeing the guy on the treadmill who's just sprinting at a full clip, right? Just for an hour straight, just full sprint. He's got one little bead of sweat. Like, I'm sweating standing still on this stage talking to you guys. And I look over and I see this, and he's one of those people who just like doesn't have an ounce of body fat, like they're carved out of granite. Like some people are like, oh, I'd love to have a 6-pack. They got fucking 12, right? They've got these muscles, right? This way to my dick, those muscles. Their side abs start all the way in the armpit. I think they're called ribs. I don't know. But I'm just like, go home. You're done. You did it. Congratulations. We're all impressed. Go home. Have a beer. Enjoy a moment of your life. The gym's not for you, all right? The gym's for people like me who love themselves enough to try and tack on a couple of good years at the end. But not enough that I'll stop poisoning myself a little bit every night and then extra on weekends till I'm laying on the floor eating a burger. And my loved ones are filming me being like, you're gonna see what you're like in the morning, you piece of shit. That's who the gym's for. The gym's for people like me who looked into their future. I looked at my dad and my uncles and I see what happens to the Bebenek men as we age, all right? The Bebenek men are all square until we're pear, all right? Cross the board. We're all just stocky little buggers, and then one day this settles here and you die with a beer rested on your gut. That's the life cycle of a Bebenek. All I'm trying to do is push that down the road. That's all I'm trying to do is push it. Just try and keep it away. All I'm trying to do is continue to look kind of good naked. That's it. From any angle. That's the caveat we all forget about, right? Because we lie to ourselves. We'll find our favorite mirror in the house, right? We'll find the skinny mirror. And then you find your best angle in the skinny mirror and you're like, yeah, I still look fucking good, don't I? Yeah. You catch yourself, right? You do. You'll be coming out of the shower one day. You go to grab the towel off the ground. But you forget to flex and suck in. Right? That's not part of the towel pickup ritual, right? So you just pick up the towel with your shitty body and you're just like, you catch yourself out of the corner of your eye in the mirror and you're just like, oh no. Oh, no one should have to fuck that. That's no good. I was born in the 80s too. We got any other 80s babies here tonight? Did you guys know that 80s babies are actually were very special? Did you know that? It's a real thing. It is. I know the rest of the people were like, you're not fucking special, I'm special, but this is a real thing. I'm not just saying it because I'm one of them. But does anybody know why? No. Yeah, that's something. Everyone always says technology, right? That's the one. Everyone's always like, yeah, it's tech, which is it's a good guess, right? Because we were born long ago enough that we remember life before the internet, right? Like we remember being happy. And then now though, if someone's like, can you turn this into a PDF and send it off? We're like, sure, no problem. We're not like, that's a task we're fine with. But it's not that. It's even simpler than that, okay? And it's this. The 80s babies were the last generation of free-range kids. We're the last generation where the parenting strategy was, out you go. Come back when? When the streetlights come on. That was universally acceptable parenting in the 80s. Just, yeah, get out of my face. Come back when it's dark so I don't think you're dead. That was fine. That was fine for a couple of reasons. One, it was perfectly normal to call another household in the 80s and ask this question. Hey, have you seen my son? That was a normal question. You can't make that call now. People just snap. They'd be like, what do you mean you don't know who your child is? What the hell's the matter with you? In the 80s, the other parent would just be like, no. Good luck. And then they'd call other parents until maybe they found you, maybe you came home, right? Also, if you lost your kid in the 80s, not a big deal. Like, you lose your kid now. You lose your kid and people, like, again, parents lose they're like, what the hell do you mean you lost your child? You don't have an air tag on your son? What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, they snap. In the 80s, people would be supportive. They would. They'd just be like, fuck, that sucks. Make another? I don't know. Don't feel bad. Could have happened to any one of us. Yeah, some of you got that. You could run away from home in the 80s. Can't run away from home anymore. Can't. You wouldn't get off the front porch. You wouldn't get off the front porch before Dad would catch you by the collar and be like, I'm so sorry, Connor. Come back inside. We're going to talk about your feelings. We're going to develop strategies. We're going to have I'm so fucking sorry. Daddy fucked up. Daddy's an idiot. We're going to have your fit. I'm so sorry. I ran away a bunch. I did. I'd get yelled at for something dumb, like I'd have the fridge door open too long, and my dad would be like, close the goddamn fridge, and I'd be like, this house is a fucking prison, and I'd run away. But I didn't have a plan, right? Just a dumb kid. I'd just get outside and be like, well, I guess I go to the park now. I like the park, yeah. I live in the park. And then you'd just go sit in the park by yourself. You didn't have a cell phone. You couldn't call your buddy. Be like, hey, what's up, Jesse? Come on by. I live in the park now. It's fucking sweet. No. You sat in the park by yourself until you got bored. Until you realized you're no different than the family cat. In that you like being outside, right? But you know the best way to get a meal is to just go the fuck home. So you'd start feeling all proud of yourself. Walking home like, oh man, I'm gonna get the hero's welcome when I return. You're probably worried sick. You've been gone max 18 minutes. And then you get home and you open the door and you're like, guys, I'm home, and there's no response. And it's not because they're out looking for you, right? It's because Dad's passed out on the couch with a beer on his gut. And Mom's in the other room regretting every decision she's ever made. And so you gotta say it louder. You're like, guys, I'm home. And your dad, he'd wake up off the couch and he'd come over to the door and he'd hit you, right? Relax, I got corrected. I didn't get beat, all right? My dad struck me, so I stood up straight and worked a little harder. He didn't wail on me, so I grew up to write poetry. Do you understand the difference? One guy applauding child abuse. I got corrected a lot growing up. Right? We had a lot of rules. I wasn't very good at following them. Big rule in my house was don't leave a little bit of something. Anybody have that rule? Like, don't leave a little bit. Like, for example, if you left a little bit of milk, and then your dad would go to the fridge to get milk, he'd be like, who left a little bit of milk? And you'd be like, there's enough for tea. And he'd be like, I don't fucking drink tea. And you get corrected. We had a weird cracker rule in my house. I know it's weird. No one's ever had this rule but us. The cracker rule in the Bebenek household was if you went to get crackers, you were allowed 6. That was like at a time. You could get more later. But per trip to the box, 6 crackers. Right? Which caused a real dilemma if you went to get crackers and there were 8 crackers left in the box. Yeah, some of you starting to doing the math on that. Right? You can't take 6 and leave 2, you've left a little bit of something. You can't take all 8, you've broken the cracker rule. You can't take 2 and leave 6, that's insane. Who eats 2 crackers? That's torture. That's like masturbating just until you get hard and then closing the laptop and walking away. Just meant you didn't get crackers. I hated that rule. I never understood that rule. But then I got older, and I got my own house, and I got my own fucking crackers. Where's the applause now? I was sitting there on the couch one night. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning, and yeah, I was kind of stoned. I was sitting there, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go have some of those crackers. And I was happy, right? I got up, I sauntered over to the kitchen, I opened the cupboard, I grabbed the crackers, and my wife had left 3 crackers in the box. I was livid. But you can't correct her, right? So I was just... said you can't. So just angry, staring at a box of crackers. But I was only mad for a second because the light bulb went off in my head. I was like, holy shit, you finally understand your dad. Maybe dad was just high, had the munchies, and wanted some snacks. And you ruined that for him. I was overcome with emotion. I was like, holy shit, I love my dad. I called him up. I was like, Dad, I finally understand the cracker rule. I'm so sorry. And he was like, it's 3 a.m., you stupid piece of shit. I'm going to enjoy hearing that laugh on the album. I played softball when I was growing up. I'm not bragging, I'm just letting you guys know I played softball. All right? Now, if you guys, I'm saying that because if you played softball growing up, or if you have kids now that play softball, you know this about little kids softball. You know that they are shit at it. They're not good, right? They miss the ball. If they catch it, they don't know where it goes. They strike out, they cry. It's a shit spectator sport. Now, present day, all the parents have to go support, right? All of them have to go. Doesn't matter if their kids struck out 49 times in a row. You're just like, oh, you're trying your best. Way to go, Evan. Like, that's how it is now. In the 80s, a couple of parents would bring the whole team so the rest of the parents could have a nice night. And we had one dad who had a delivery van, no seats in the back. He could take like half the team. And yeah, he liked to drink, and yeah, he thought he was funny, so he'd take the corners really fast. And we'd all go whipping around in the back. And some of you guys are probably like, that's horrible, and you're wrong. We all learned how to fall in the back of that van. You see kids fall nowadays, it's disgusting. Just limbs everywhere, they brace for impact with their face, it's terrible. Every kid in that van to this day knows how to fall, right? Because you'd feel the weight transfer coming, and the leader kid, he'd shout, he'd be like, okay guys, it's a corner, protect your head and your organs, hit the sidewall with the meat of your shoulder, right? We all learned something. And I'm not saying the 80s was a free-for-all, okay? If a cop sees a bunch of kids popcorning around in the back of a brown delivery van, he's got to ask questions. He got pulled over one day. I'll never forget this. Right? He got pulled over, and the cop stomps up like that angry cop stomp, and he gets up to the window and he looks at him. He's pissed off, right? And he just looks at him. He goes, "Are all these your kids?" And the dad was like, "Fuck no!" Taking him to softball, and the cop's demeanor changed immediately. He's like, "I'm sorry, sir. You're obviously a hero." I'm going to ignore the whiskey smell on your breath, and I'm going to give you a police escort to the game. How's that sound? Even if he did get a DUI, not a big deal, right? Not in the 80s. Literally not a big deal. It'd just be like, oh, we're going to take your license away for a couple hours, you little scamp. You lose your license today from getting a DUI with a bunch of other people's kids in the back of your van, you're fucked. Life is get out of the van and sprint to prison because the moms are coming for your skin, all right? Again, not in the 80s. Other parents would just be supportive. They'd just be like, oh, holy shit. Thanks for falling on that sword for us. Could have happened to any one of us. I've been doing this a long time now. It creeps up on you how long you've been doing this, and it's skewed. Comedy is skewed. what I think is funny now. Like when I watch a good joke, like when I watch a good stand-up, my brain just goes, nice bit. Like I don't laugh. Like I just think that's a good one, right? I don't laugh at that. I laugh at my good comedian friends bombing. That makes me laugh. Like when I know they're funny and they're eating it, I'm like, this is great. I love it. I laugh at dumb shit now. I do. I laugh. Like this thing I saw the other day buckled me. It was like a little PSA, I guess. I'm not sure exactly what. And I don't remember where I saw it, but this is what it said. It said human beings should not feed moose. And right away I'm giggling, right? Because I'm like, we should know that. But it wasn't for the reasons you think. It wasn't human beings shouldn't feed moose because it's a 2,000-pound wild animal that can kick your head off your shoulders. That's not why, which to me I'd be like, that's good information. But what it said was human beings should not feed moose in case moose become aggressive in the future towards other human beings that do not have food for it. And I just started laughing. I was like, that's so stupid. I started giggling and then immediately stopped because I was like, wait. How am I supposed to know which moose have been fed? And which I don't know the numbers. I'm not rolling the dice on that. Like, it's a 2,000-pound killing machine, right? Now I'm going to national parks with tubs of peanut butter and bags of bread. I got a lineup of moose. Be like, you guys come get your snacks from me. You kill the next guy. I don't want to be the one snackless asshole in the bush who's like, I didn't know you were one of the fed mooses. And I'll let you in on a little secret about middle-aged white men, all right? Yeah, no, relax. It's going to be okay. I'll let you in on a little secret. Middle-aged white guys love to brag about how long their cooler can keep ice cold for. Yeah, real point of pride for us. All right, where are my Yeti people at? Yeah, if you don't have one, you're falling behind. You stuck with a fucking shitty Coleman, we don't respect you anymore. All right? It's incredible. They're smart. They targeted it to us because they know we're dumb, right? First of all, they called it a Yeti. And right, we're all just like, yeah, it's like a Bigfoot, but it's not a Bigfoot. It's pretty fucking cool. And then this is how they sold it. They're like, we filled this thing with ice. We put it in the desert. 7 days later, we open it up, still ice. And every single middle-aged white guy was like, I fucking need one now. And then they put the technology in a cup. So now when you pass out drunk around a fire while you're camping, you wake up in the morning, you look at your buddy, and you're like, look at that, still fresh ice. Why don't you go back to your Coleman and get your shitty water ice, you idiot? I like Yeti so much. I wrote a joke about it. I put it on my special. I'm sponsored by Yeti. I sell them in the parking lot after the show. None of that is true. I hope Yeti doesn't come after me. I also, we're having fun, so I'm like, I don't know if I should do this one, but fuck it. Because listen, some people get upset by it, and actually, to be honest with you, I don't care. Listen, I'm not religious, and I don't care if you are. I do not. That's not. You do what you want to do. You want to fuck up your Sundays, go ahead. I don't care. I do not care. I do want this though. I do want if you are religious, if you do believe in God and all that, can we just all agree that the Bible, for example, is just like a really old, out of control, thousands-year-old translated fucked up game of broken telephone? Can we all agree that some of those things might not be exactly what they say? Right? Listen, I'll get on board. I probably won't, but I'll at least If you just admit some of them are silly. Like, for example, like I don't believe that Jesus walked on water, right? I don't think that was a thing. Just based on, I've never seen anyone else do it. By now, someone have figured it out, right? And I just think about it, like, it's the Middle East. They're high on opium for sure. There's not a lot to do at the time, right? And maybe he just ran into the water really fast. And there's a couple of guys just cooked on opium, and they're like, that guy just walk on water? The other guy's like, I think he did. And it's like, yeah. Pretty fucking cool. Right? Maybe he never turned water into wine. Can we all agree that that's probably not a thing? Right? It's hard. You got to grow the grapes. You got to smush them. Like, it takes a long time. Maybe he just showed up at an all-ages party, spiked the punch, and then everyone was like, yeah, Jesus, water into wine, woo! Like, maybe he never rose from the dead, right? Maybe, because he was such a prankster, right? Maybe he died. And then all his buddies were like, Jesus is fucking with us. There's no way he's just messing with us. So they're like, he's probably not even really dead. And they're like, yeah, he's probably not. And they're like, yeah, let's dig him up. It'll be hilarious, right? And they went and they dug him up and they're like, fuck, he's really dead. That was a pretty shitty thing to do to our friend. We should write a book about him. We'll make him sound awesome in the book, okay? And we're gonna make you sound like a dick, Judas, because this was your idea. Maybe he didn't die for our sins. All right, maybe he was just out drinking with the boys, right? And he passed out early, right? Because he's a lightweight. Right? We've all seen the pictures, right? Maybe he passed out early, and then the other guys were like, hey, Jesus, he passed out, let's fuck with him, right? This is fucking, please don't come tomorrow night. No, I'm kidding. You woo at the weirdest times. But maybe they're like, hey, let's fuck with Jesus. It'll be funny. And they're like, yeah, let's do it. What do you want to do? And somebody's like, let's tape him up to the flagpole. And they're like, yeah, we're gonna tape him to the flagpole. And then one guy's like, we're all out of tape. Because that's not how they kept him up there. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I don't like that stuff. But I do. There's one conspiracy that I'm into, and I made it up. That's why I like it, I think. And maybe some of you guys you're going to be on board. Maybe you won't. Some of you are like right into conspiracies, so you're like, yep, good chance. But this is my theory. I believe that the pandemic happened in order to curb ass eating. It was getting out of hand. There was a hashtag ass eating season that was trending for like a year and a half. And I don't want to sound like a prude. I've eaten an ass or two, but the kids, they're treating it like second base. You can't do that. It's got to be special. Right? It can't just be like, well, it's our second date. Like, you gotta... It was getting out of hand. It's fine. People are like, maybe we'll wait. No, it worked, I think. Kids, you can't... And listen, also, I should say, that is a thing that you do, A, when you're younger, and B, new in the relationship. You don't... That's like a first 4 to 6 months thing. Afterwards, you're like, not fucking doing that. Like, especially not when you live together, right? When it's no longer happens when you've sat in the next room and heard that thing struggle. You're like, no, it's not sexy anymore. I know, we were having fun and I made it weird. You guys are so fun. Thank you again for coming out for this. I'm honestly just happy to be here in general. Like, not here. I'm happy to be here, but like in general, I'm just happy to be on Earth now. For the end of mankind. I think that's it's fun. It's getting interesting, right? We can either be sad about it or just be like, this is fun, right? You can't do anything, just laugh, right? We all know what's happening, right? We're living on a dying planet. The planet doesn't want us here anymore, and we all know why the planet's dying. And no one wants to say it. No one wants to admit why. Right, but we all know, right? There's too many fucking people. There's 8 billion people. Okay, that's way too many. We need half. We need 4 billion or less. Not you guys. You guys are great. We're gonna keep you. I don't know how the selection gets made. You guys are good though. We gotta get. There's too many fucking people. Right? Like future civilizations, they're gonna study human beings, right? The same way we study dinosaurs, and they're gonna see it clear as day. They're gonna be like this. Right here, right? This is where the human beings fucked up, right? There, right? They got way too good at keeping stupid people alive. That's because stupid people used to die. They did. Like a moron would see a hippo and be like, I'm gonna pet the water cow, and he'd fucking die. And that was fine. Then we invented doctors and medicine, and now somebody really smart puts them back together, and you're like, what? We didn't need that one. There's so many stupid people now. We have a flat Earth society. There's so many dum-dums in that. There's enough of them now that they're allowed to call themselves a society. That should have ended with one guy. All right? We should have been one guy, and you'd be like, I think it's flat. And someone should have went, you shut the fuck up, Larry. That should have been the end of it. But we got to be nice to everyone all the time now, right? So the guy said it, and somebody's like, ooh, it might be, but we actually believe that it's spherical for a number of reasons, mainly because we have fucking pictures of it. But you got to be nice all the time, right? So somebody overheard this idiot saying it, and some other numpty was like, are they talking about how it's flat? Because I always thought that it was flat. And then these two numpties, they got together, and they formed a group, and that grew to a society, all right? One that we could crumble very easily. We just take the two leaders, we put them in a boat, and we send them that way until they come back to the same spot, and then you're like, see, now shut the fuck, go take the Facebook group down, we're sick of your shit, all right? And listen, I don't think I'm special, all right? I don't. If we started killing off half the population, starting with the dum-dums, I've opened enough cereal boxes from the wrong end to know I might not make the cut. But something's got to give, right? Something's got to give, right? I know this because the Earth is fighting back now. Now the Earth is trying to shake a few of us off, right? The first assault on the people from the planet was COVID. That was the first attack. And COVID killed a lot of people, and I don't think COVID killed enough people. Yeah, no, I can't be the only person here who was quietly rooting for COVID-19. Like, yeah, publicly I was like, oh, everyone stay safe, be careful. But privately I was like, yeah, a few more and I get a fucking cottage, yeah. Right, but then we beat it. We beat COVID, and then we got cocky, right? I know we got cocky because when COVID started to do this, something else started to do this, and no one gave a shit about this, right? No one cared about the other thing. Nobody even remembers the other thing. Nobody gave a fuck about monkeypox. No, people were just like, what? Bumps? No, not going back inside for bumps. They go away, give me the fucking bumps. I'm going to the pub. Like, no one gave a shit. Right? It's gotten so bad. Now there are animals trying to kill people that previously were not trying to kill people, right? There's always been animals see a person, kill the person, but now there's new ones, all right? Like how many people have heard about the orcas in Spain that are sinking yachts, right? Yeah. If you haven't heard about these, look it up. It's awesome, right? It's very. So what happened? Well, I'll give you the Coles notes. What happened was there was this orca just tooting around off the coast of Spain, right, having a swim, and then this yacht came along and hit the orca in the shoulder. I don't know if orcas have shoulders, but for the sake of the joke, that's what happened. And also, I should mention that the orca's name was White Gladys. All right, don't fuck with anything named Gladys, but. So Gladys takes one in the shoulder from the yacht and is like, well, I didn't fucking like that. So she swam away and she got up ahead of steam and she came back and she went wham and put her head through the fiberglass hull and sunk the yacht. And then, yeah. But then Gladys was like, that was kind of fun. I'm going to tell my friends how to do that. So she went back to the pod and trained the other orcas, and now there is a renegade pod of orcas patrolling the coast of Spain, sinking yachts. And I've always liked whales, but now I'm considering myself a fanatic. I'm like, how do I buy a jersey and support the team? I love these things. And that's the first of three insane, also true animal stories that happened last year, right? And they're true. You can look them up. They're all true and they're all hilarious. All right. The second one. This happened in India. Okay. And what happened in India was this elephant stomped this woman to death. Relax. That's not the funny part. However, that same elephant, 3 days later, showed up at her funeral, kicked the casket open, and stomped her again. That's the funny part. Because listen, it wasn't like a pet elephant and the funeral was in the backyard of their house. The funeral was 124 miles away. That means that elephant walked for 3 days in the Indian heat being like, I'm gonna fucking find her and I'm gonna get her again. And I have what I believe to be two very valid questions, all right? One, what did you do to that elephant? And two, who told the elephant where the funeral was? Who was just like, hey, listen, Sprinkles. That's another. Stop giving elephants stupid names. It's this beautiful, majestic creature, and human beings are like, oh, this is Mr. Peanut Butter Belly. We call him that. His tum-tum's full of it because he loves the stuff. No, stop that. But who was like, hey, listen, I don't know, I'm crouching to talk to an elephant. Who was just like, hey, listen, Sprinkles, I know you don't quite have your vengeance, but if you just walk 124 miles, I know it's fucking far, Sprinkles, but if you just walk at the end, I know it's hot, but at the end, she's in a little box, and if you can kick that box, you can get it. Yes, yes, go, Sprinkles! Story number 3. Again, these are real. So the third story, this happened in a little village in Japan, okay? And what happened was this village was being overrun by macaques, okay? Do you guys know what a macaque is? It's a tiny little monkey. The biggest ones are only about yay big. I don't know how the little monkeys were terrorizing the full-grown people. I assume biting their eggs. Biting balls, sure, whatever. I assume attacking them like when they're going to get groceries. I don't know the full story, all right? But nobody knew what to do. Nobody knew how to stop the evil little monkeys, right? And the one guy's like, I know how to handle this, right? And so what he did was he captured one of the leader monkeys. I don't know how he decided who was in charge. I assume he just took a big one. It was like, this guy seems important. And he brought him out in front of a whole bunch of other little monkeys that were just hanging out, right? These monkeys weren't doing anything, just chilling. And he brings them out and he starts lecturing them, okay? But imagine for a second, you guys are all tiny little monkeys. And I'm yelling at you in a language you don't understand, right? None of them speak Japanese, right? So from their perspective, it's just some guy being like, and they're all just like, fuck's he doing with Ed? Like, they don't know. Okay? And in the middle of his lecture, he pulled out a gun and executes the monkey. Yeah, huge mistake. They didn't get the message. They just saw their buddy's head get blown off and they snapped, right? They all started attacking. Even the ones that weren't attacking before, they all were just like, it's fucking on now. And they started going after the people and they started targeting babies because they're clever and they know we value the little ones. And this is going to sound awful, but I'm on Team Monkey, all right? And I know, I divided the room there. A few of you laughed like proper psychopaths, and the rest of you are like, that's a little far, Bebenek, that's too much. But listen, we don't have to agree on this, right? I don't know where we got to the point in society where we have to agree on 100% of things all the time, and as soon as we disagree on one thing, now you're my enemy. That's fucking dumb. We need to stop that. But if you disagree with me here, right? Right. That is to say, if you are not on Team Monkey, okay? I just want you to do me this one favor, okay? If you're not on Team Monkey, I want you to go to Costco and Walmart in the same day and come back and look me in the eye and tell me we don't need to thin the herd just a little bit. All right, I want to do this and then get drunk. So just out of curiosity, quick round of applause if you guys have kids. Same people, next question, how many of you lie to your kids? I mean, I want to say this, we got to stop lying to our kids, all right? It's not the little innocent shit you think I'm talking about. It's not like, oh, sorry, little buddy, McDonald's is closed today. That's not what I'm talking about. Victimless crime, go ahead. I'm talking about the big lie that everyone feeds their kids. And every single person in this room has heard at some point in their life, okay? And it varies a little bit, but it sounds something like this. It's like, hey, one day, when you're older, you can do whatever you want. You can be whatever you want, yeah. We're all adults. We know that's a crock of shit, right? We know that conversation would be a little more accurate if it was just like, hey, listen, you little fucker. One day you're gonna be old enough to pay bills until you're dead. You're welcome. That's all I want. That's all I want. I just want people to start being a little more honest with each other, right? I want people to stop pretending they know things they don't. Okay? I'll be the first to admit men are way worse than women at this. A woman has no problem being like, oh, I've never heard that. Can you tell me more? Men know all those words. We've just never put them in a row like that. And it can be about the dumbest shit. Like your buddy can get back from Guelph and be like, oh, man, I was just in Guelph. I had this amazing burger. And you'll be like, yeah. No, yeah, I've had those. Yeah, it's like on the main strip. It's like, no. It's just outside town. But it's like an older kind of like a mom and pop. No, it's new. Just say you haven't had the fucking burger. This starts at a very young age, all right? I lost my virginity in high school. I'm not bragging. It lasted 10 seconds. It ended with sorry. But as soon as I lost my virginity, all my buddies around me who were still virgins were trying to tell me better ways to do it. They're just like, oh, you didn't do this? Oh, next time do this. Oh, you got to get close. You got to slap it. You got to slap it. I'm like, none of you know. None of you have a clue. Most of the men in this room still don't have a clue. Like, I'm going to work at this thing. I'm going to practice. I'm going to try and get better, and I got a bit better, okay? But this shit follows you your entire life, all right? Your whole life you get unsolicited sex advice. It comes from everywhere. It comes from friends and family and movies and TV and magazines. Everyone is always trying to tell other people how to have sex, and it's always stupid shit. Like, how many people have heard this? Hey, you want to have a bit of fun in the bedroom? You know what you got to do? Get yourself some whipped cream and strawberries. Nobody tells you what the fuck to do with them. And if you're an idiot like me, you go to the grocery store and buy them on their own, so the cashier's like, I know what you're doing with these, you fucking pervert. You get them home and there's no instructions, right? You just sitting there like an idiot with a can of whipped cream and your wiener hanging out. You're like, I guess I put some on your boobs. Don't want to put it in your vagina, get a yeast infection, that'll be bad. Nobody tells you about those. And you eat a couple of strawberries, you're like, do we fuck now? There's a lot of strawberries left over. Seems like a waste of food. I got sticky boobs and half-eaten strawberries. I'm not horny at all. People always want to tell you better places to have sex. No one ever says a bed. You notice that? No one's ever like, you know where you should have sex? In a bed. Back support is pivotal. No one ever says that. People always want to sound cooler than they are, so they say stupid shit. They're like, you know what you gotta do, man? You wanna have the best sex? You know what you gotta do? You gotta have sex outside. Be one with nature. Oh. Anyone ever fuck outside? Ass out for a minute, 5,000 mosquito bites. Not fun. Other people want to sound cool. They're like, you know what you gotta do, bro? You know what you gotta do? You want to have the best sex? You want to have some amazing sex? You know what you gotta do? You gotta fuck in a hot tub. It's the best. No, it's not. You thrust, she floats away. It's bullshit. Biggest one by far, though. Everyone tries this, everyone fails at it. They tell other people to try it, they fail. They tell other people, it's just this endless cycle of stupidity. How many people have heard this? Hey, you want to have the best sex? You want to have some hot sex? You know what you got to do? You got to fuck in the shower. Nobody bothers to tell you how important height compatibility is. I'm not talking same height, I'm talking height compatibility. Things gotta line up, all right? Nobody bothers to tell you that a woman's body is shaped an awful lot like a funnel. So going down on a woman in the shower is not so much a fun activity as it is a great way to drown in half an inch of water. Just... I'm trying! There's only one way to do it, right? You can't just pick her up and go to town. It's slippery, that's dangerous, you're gonna hurt each other. You got one option, is she bends over and sticks her ass in the air and starts pawing around for something safe to hang on to, right? She's knocking over shampoo bottles and shit, then finally gets a hold of that soap dish and then starts doing this, right? Bum up, bum down. You're in the back like an idiot, be like, no, you stay still. You stay still and I'll adjust, because you got this shit going on, right? And you're up on your tippy toes so you don't slip, and your calves start to hurt immediately. You've lost all thrust power. You're not so much fucking him as you're just rubbing your erection on her, okay? And it's exhausting and it's hot, but you can't open the curtain because you get water on the floor. So you gotta turn down that hot water, and then the cold water hits her back and she's like, what happened? But now her mascara's all down her face. You're like, what the fuck happened to your face? You look like a wrestler from the 80s. And she's like, and nobody comes. And that's how I tore my hamstring. Guys, thank you so much. You have a great night.